Hi, this is BB. Um, so this gassing again, the gassing is really strong, and I've realized something that I have a neighbor who they're using her in a way. The problem is that she has a child. They're going to handle that. What they're doing with that? The lawsuit that will come against them, they're not going to like it because I think the United States government frowns upon um, messing with people or messing with kids. Not that they're doing much about it, but they could. Um, it's a new thing where she's like, always in my head now with this saying the same repetitive shit. It's like when I say what she's doing, man, she gets excited. It gets excited. It gets really excited. I have to call her it because she's not human anymore. She's like some sort of subhuman hell bent on destroying women. She likes to destroy women. I personally feel, and whether I'm alive or not, it may come out, and you will find out who it is because y'all will know who it is. That she liked to women or anybody of the female gender who's stronger than she is, the potential to be stronger than she is, skill set, hobby, whatever. There's something really wrong with her. Now, I don't know this weapon that they're using or this technology, what it's actually doing. What is it causing them to see that they get so excited? Because you think about it, this is like a pandemic in itself that the government, the U.S. government, my teeth here, I have a small tooth right here. Right, it hurts. All my teeth are hurting. This is new. Welcome to your own neighborhood. But the thing is, um, oh, what if this is part of the whole framing process, whatever they're trying to do? Because me. Now, where we lived, she was basically pushing me to do stuff. Like when they would sit around my house or jump over the fence, and it's like they wanted me to get the police involved. But I already knew how that was going to work. Like somebody's sitting right there, and I called the police. Shit, they're not going to sit there and wait for the police to show up. They'll be gone. I called the police. There's absolutely nobody there. I do that 3 times. What do you think is going to happen? Now, I had an interest in her. I thought she was attractive. I thought she was a nice girl. That interest turned into a sort of concern, pseudo curiosity on my part when I thought the boyfriend was really abusing her. See, the psychics, or take it or leave it, take it or leave it. I talk to psychics. Yeah, I do. I do talk to psychics. So, with that being said, me things since 2017 or 18, weird stuff that's now making sense to me. Now, this could go one of two ways. This could go that they were listening to every conversation, cracking up, and writing a screenplay, which is being played out now with me That's the chicken with its head cut off running around like crazy. The stupid and crazy one. That's one possibility. That they were writing a screenplay. Why they would be this cruel though, I don't know. I don't understand what that was about. Why they would do that at all, I don't know. These are grown folks. That led me to believe the woman was being abused. Those are things they were telling me. There's actually some truth in it, which is the second possibility is a split now. Either he really was abusive to her, he really was doing these things to her, or they were doing it to other people. And these people's emotions were so strong that they were picking it up. Now, follow my lead with this. She's in my head all the time. She's I don't know if yours is doing the same thing, describing what's going on in my head. What I'm feeling, what I'm eating, when I'm in the bathroom. I don't know who she's narrating it to. God, the devil, her boyfriend, her family, people who are paying her. I don't know. The IRS, the FBI, the federal government, well, they're the federal government, Homeland Security, the CIA, the DEA, the mountains, the trees. I don't know who she's narrating it to. So the split possibility, either the boyfriend was doing it to her, or they were picking up the terror in the people's heads. Now, I don't know if this is a ploy to get a government handout. Maybe there is a net that's coming. And the net they want now, they were victimizing people all along. Now they see another way to cash in again, which is to play the part of the victim. They're the victims now. They want to collect. Because there might be compensation for certain victims. Might be, I don't know. I don't give a cut. Excuse my language. I really don't give a shit. Me. When I resort to food stamps, I don't really want to do it anymore. I don't want to do that. Before, because things weren't good for me at early part, about 2016, started to pick up. There's food stamps. I did not commit crimes. I did not prostitute myself. I did not sell drugs. I did not use drugs. I didn't pimp anybody else out. I did not run a brothel or whatever they call it. Brothel. Or whorehouse, let's call it what it is. Didn't have to. I was prepared to, but I didn't. There was a time when I couldn't feed my cat. I was depressed. I was more negative than anything else. I was more negative than anything else. Where this negativity came from, I don't know. That was a time when negativity, I felt like there was a thin layer of gel on my head. This was since 2008, 2009. Makes me wonder now, how long back did this go? Because it felt like a thin layer of gel was on my scalp, and like I was like I would get dressed, take a shower, get dressed, go to the doorknob, go like that, and go back and sit down. Anything to keep in the house. And then my head used to feel funny, and I said it. Like I used to feel this thing in my head felt funny. Used to feel funny. Now, things that's happening here. That these frequencies, to an extent, would actually cause minor fractures in the skull. That would cause minor fractures in the skull. I was tempted, and I used to do this, hit the top of my head. This was after because I used to get all this pressure at the top of my head. I wouldn't do that now. Now I'm aware of it. And believe me, I get angry. Oh boy, do anybody who live around here who can hear me will tell you I get angry. I get enraged. As with most people, if you put them in my position, not that I'm making excuses, I'm just saying. I get angry. So I used to hit, but I didn't, I hit the top here because that's where my hand would go. I don't know if that was a part of their fun. Maybe. Or if this is like they're just happy to have people hit their head. Somebody somewhere is like, oh my God, that's funny. Not to me. Not to people who this is happening to. They think it's fucking hilarious. They're laughing up a storm. They don't want to trade places with us, do they? Do you think they want to trade places with us? No, they wouldn't. No. I was hitting my head like that because I felt this pressure at the top. I wasn't hitting anywhere else. It's just all this pressure in my head. I didn't hear any voices. Felt like pressure. No voices. The only time I heard voices is when I just moved from California. But I actually did hear her. Like bond because I thought she liked me. She liked me as well. In California, I heard it too. This was back in 2017. Like I heard it. I heard her say, but I thought it was she liked me, and we. When you like someone, you have a crush. You want to believe, oh, you're so connected. You can feel her thoughts. You can feel his thoughts. You know how it is. The people do this all the time. That's what this sap right here thought that. That's what I thought. I heard her plainly say, she's not going to say anything because she's afraid of getting rejected. I remember that. And another time she said, oh my God, I'm lying to you. And there was pain. I don't think it was me though. I think that was somebody else. It was pain. But that could be that she was in somebody else's head feeling their pain and then said that to me to make it look like, well, it's so gut-wrenching. Gut-wrenching that she likes me so much that we have this incredible bond. I think it was bullshit. Now I can look at it and know it was bullshit. I have a lot of beetles flying in the window. So. Bullshit. I thought it was bullshit. Those are the only two things I heard. Never heard anything else. And then, like I said, in 2019, the psychic was asking me, "Do you hear her talking to you?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, listen, you're gonna hear her talking to you, and you'll hear something like wind chimes." I don't know what wind chimes are. I think it's the. Now I don't really know what the wind chimes were. I was wondering, does the neighbor have wind chimes? I don't know. I didn't hear wind chimes. Somebody must have had wind chimes who they were targeting again. Somebody else must have had the wind chimes. Don't know. I don't know. But anyway, um, when it comes to that, it's like, if they're getting me to like I really don't know. I'm thinking of a million things the psychic said, but some of them are definitely in line with what's happening to me now. One, unless they were recording everything and writing some kind of screenplay, and now having me acted out by terrorizing the shit out of me and killing me, or the second option, and it's split in two, her boyfriend really was abusing her, or they were abusing other people, and then they started to abuse me. And I think they were abusing me too for a long time. One particular psychic would say is that she goes in a survival mode. when he's around. She was in a survival mode. It's almost like he's sitting on top of her chest or kneeling on top of her chest. How does one do that? Chest. How do you kneel on somebody's chest? Give them shortness of breath? They're wheezing? What? As far as I can tell, there was nobody physically in my house. I understand. Unless they, whatever this technology is, they're getting a clear picture of the person, and it's almost like the person is there because they're tapping into the subconscious mind on some level, and they're beating the shit out of the person, which I think that's a way too far-fetched. I don't know. I don't know about that. I have no idea. But that's, I don't know. I mean, I can't say that because I think that's bullshit. I think it's bullshit. I think if you call me in my house and you do kneel on my chest, you will cause fucking problems. You will break my breastplate, you will hurt me. That's how it works. Because I can picture her fucking face in the ether, or what I call imagination, and I could punch her right in the kisser. I don't see anything wrong with her. I think she might still be intact. I don't mind, she's not here. There. Of looking like when I talk like that. I go like that. I don't know why. There's nothing there. I just have to do that because I don't know. Maybe I'm being too paranoid. But anyway, my cat threw the papers down. Sorry about that. My house is a bit untidy. That's another thing. All day long I'm being gassed. No clients. I have people working, helping me to set up these ads, and nothing is coming through. And then, it's like, I don't know. This is what I'm saying. These are grown people. Why would they do this to someone? Grown-ass woman. This is not a child. She's in her 30s. In her 30s. Why would she do this? Why would she do this? Why would she do this to another grown woman? You don't have to like me. In fact, you could positively hate me, resent me, and think I'm a bag of dog poop. But you don't have to do this to me. You could say whatever you want, you could do, but you don't do this. You don't fuck with people like this. This is attempted murder. And I'm wondering now how long ago this started and how long ago did it happen. I'm not sure if it went back that far, but I remember my head. And I remember in the motel, something was wrong with me. My head used to feel puffed up in the motel. Like, I used to wake up like 2 o'clock in the morning and start singing. Like, I don't know why I would do that. Singing at the top of my voice. And then I was become afraid they were going to tell me to leave. I don't understand what's happening to me in the motel. Something was. I'm surprised that they didn't ask me to leave. At 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm singing at the top of my voice. I don't know. It's unusual behavior. And I want the police to challenge me on this. Take it up. Let's start investigating this bad boy and see where it takes us. It was so. Now I think about it, I'm so embarrassed about it. Because I don't know what the hell was happening to me. That was shortly after I moved in there. And I became paranoid. I don't know. But like I said, there were holes in the ceiling. Like I used to sit to the bed and watch TV and eat. There was a hole right over. Then it became 3 holes. Then my friend patched it up. He didn't patch it up, he put a tape on it. Then as I moved, because he brought a desk for me, so I wanted to work, he brought a desk for me. The holes started to follow me. It's not my imagination. They started, because I counted them when I left, there were 15 holes. 15 holes. They're probably still there. smell of chlorine was so strong. Why would they do this to me? And I tell you, there's a man in the next room, and I know that room used to be reserved for her people. That was the real gang stalking. The room used to be reserved for her people. And I was smelling the chlorine really strong, and then the guy started coughing. He's coughing so much he ran out. He ran out. You see, I can smell it now. You tell me if somebody, this is not posted yet. You tell me if somebody is now right here doing this to me. As I swear to God, I'm afraid for my soul. I'm smelling the chlorine. Right now it's burning my nose. You tell me if somebody is now watching me and listening to this right now as I'm saying this. And there's nobody around that I can see. Where are they? They're throwing a bottle of chlorine at me in the ether or in the mine, and it can hit me. Somebody is somewhere close by. The guy ran out. He ran out on the corridor. But I came out. By the time I came out, he went back in, and I knocked on the door because I was thinking, if he can smell it too, go talk to the guy downstairs. I was hoping, and he didn't answer me. And I know he came to the door because I saw, you could hear when somebody's behind the door. And he didn't come out. He didn't come out. You hear the spraying. I don't know if y'all heard it. You probably will hear it on the video. It's a spraying. It's a 2150 around there. 2145. Something sprayed. Or it could just be a bag in the wind. Hopefully. All right, I'm going to post this and see what happens. Hopefully this eases up. I don't think so. I don't know. I wanted to.